Hi, we have a lot of tests that stop the clock and then the board looks the same. If we stop the clock and control it, how do we actually resume the clock? So let's take a test and we're gonna call it resume clock and we'll just run that test for now. We will stop the clock, mount the application component, and let's see how it looks. Okay, as you can see, the clock has been stopped, the timer is not advancing. Let's advance it manually. Side that tick, let's say 10 minutes, which is 600 seconds, which is multiplied by 1000 in milliseconds. Excellent, so we can see that we have advanced the clock, but it is still synthetic, it still is paused. So let's make sure that and this is like timer display, I believe. Let's make sure it displays 10 minutes. Okay, so it's not that. What's the selector for this? Status time, yes. Great. Now, why don't we restore the clock? So to restore the clock, we have to call the same clock command. Then it gives us a clock instance. And then we can say clock restore. Now, notice that it's kind of weird, because when it stops the clock, it sets the date to 1970, right, to the Unix epoch start. We want to continue at that particular moment from the current time. So what we have to do, we'll say when we stop the clock, we'll say new date, but we have to convert it to a timestamp. We can say get time, or in this case, I just prefer converting to a number using plus. This will get the timestamp out of the date. So now we stopped it, but we stopped it in 2020. And when we restore it, it starts with the same starting time and then times counts seconds from there. Let's make sure that the clock has restored and that we actually are at 00 something free. So do that, we can say contains 0 minutes and let's say 3 seconds. So now we pause the clock using current timestamp, confirm it, then restore it, and then we wait until 3 seconds have passed. One last detail, you don't have to write then clock restore, because all you're trying to do is you're trying to invoke a method on the yielded subject. So you can say invoke restore, and it works the same way to restore the clock. Perfect. So we mark the clock, confirm it's marked, advanced it, then restore it, and then confirm that the clock is ticking.